Hey y'all, good morning. Happy Sunday, June 8th, 2025. The time is 6:29 a.m. and I am your commentator. I don't know why I said that, but sounded like fun to me. All right, so what's up, y'all? Good morning. Hope you guys are rested. I am rested. Happy Sunday. All right, out there. Remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message, it's when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. What's up, y'all? I feel like I just put that shit right back the way it was. I'm still coming around. Yeah. Ooh, that. Don't want to go to jail. I'm just saying. That's what I heard. All right. What's going on, Spirit? I'm in a good space this morning. The sun's shining. Oh my God, did we get downpours yesterday or what? We got a lot of rain. A lot of things were exposed. Like washed away all the blurriness, the clouds. The rain cleared away all the clouds and the smoke. I heard the smoke and mirrors. What's going on here, Spirit? I heard my intel. My intel told me. And I'm laughing like my intel, like I got like spies or some shit, like people that are like the FBI or something like that. And then the message, the 8 of Wands came out. Listen. What's this? A 9 of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Somebody could be, I don't know. Somebody could feel alone, or it really could be the death card, child. There could be a message coming in about a death. All right, or some kind of ending. Okay, take that how it resonates. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This could be family. 10 of Pentacles is stability, loyalty, community. Alright? This could be also an ending to somebody's finances, ending to somebody's legacy. This could be, anything, but with it being Pentacles, coins, it's more than likely money. Somebody could have, something's coming in about somebody, an ending to something. We got Justice in reverse. Something that was unfair, unjust. What's on the bottom? Temperance, that's being balanced out. Wow, the scales were unbalanced, so now the universe is balancing the scales. Ooh-wee. Yeah, there's some kind of loss here, some kind of financial loss. Or in the way that if I read the card the way from the picture, it'll be something was supposed to be put somewhere and it wasn't. So this could have been like something not given, something, either something being taken away or something that was not given. Okay? Take it how it resonates. There's an ending coming. What we got here, Spirit? We got the Page of Pentacles, Page of Coins. I'm going to call it how it is on the card. Page of Coins in reverse. All right? Then we got the 4 of Wands in reverse. This is a family. Ending to a family, ending to a relationship, ending to a marriage. Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Eight of Wands. Pages are a messenger. Someone was supposed to bring you a message or bring you a pentacle, something like that. They did not. This is somebody from your family. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on here? Oh, Lord. I don't know why. I see the back of the card and I see the Fool. That's what I see. Nine of Wands. Defended, defensive. You may have had to defend yourself. This could be somebody trying to defend themselves. Somebody could feel defeated. There could be okay, Spirit. There's a lot of people accusing somebody of something. There's a lot of people accusing somebody of something, of not giving this Ten of Pentacles to someone, and they're being very fucking defensive about it. The Wands are messages. This is somebody that's being defensive about what's coming, about what people are saying. The message, whatever. Yeah, somebody. Yeah, that's what this is. Somebody feeling defeated. Look, Nine of Pentacles. Somebody wanted to be in the Nine of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. They made a decision. They made a decision. Chariot in reverse, not to move forward. The Emperor, to try to control it. Somebody left somebody else in the Nine of Wands. Somebody else had to struggle. Somebody had to go without for this person to sit in the Nine of Pentacles energy. Somebody wanted to be, sit high. Somebody wanted somebody else's blessing. And they didn't just want their blessing. They wanted everything about somebody. They even wanted their wisdom. I'm really getting, they wanted their life. But you can try to buy the things of that the material things that you see somebody have, but you cannot, emulate the person's energy. And somebody felt like that, if they had their possessions, they can emulate somebody's energy. Like you're just putting on a fucking show. I can do that, right? I'm gonna take your shit. And I said this before. Somebody thought they can do you better than you. Or I'm hearing this too. Somebody thought that you didn't deserve it. They wanted what you had. Yes, they did. The Two of Swords. They made a decision. Somebody had a choice to make. I'm gonna hear that, right? The Chariot in reverse, so they chose not to move forward, right? The Emperor, they thought they had control of shit. All right, and the Nine of Wands. The Ten of Wands. I'm sorry, and that left somebody else burdened, right? Without somebody having to struggle to be in lack and lack of resources, lack of stability, lack of people, the support. Somebody had to carry a lot of weight by themselves while somebody else, sat up and was eating. Nigga, that's all I heard was eating. What's this? This is the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords. Child, these are Roman numerals, y'all. Hello. Don't say nothing. It takes me a minute, to 1, 2, 3. You gotta remember what they mean, what the letters mean. So it ain't hard, but what's going on here? I don't know why I'm trying to explain that to y'all. Maybe somebody's been trying to explain. Listen, this is somebody that think people are stupid. This is somebody that think people that are just so fucking naive that they're just gonna go for whatever they say. But there's a lot of people that are hot. They mad because I don't know, whatever this person did, it could be affecting them. You understand? It could be affecting a lot of other people around this person. You know, there's a lot of accusations coming towards this person about something that they were supposed to do, but they didn't do, and they didn't think anybody was gonna know, right? That they didn't do they didn't give that message. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. The Chariot in reverse. Yeah. And then we got the Emperor here. This could be a father, okay? This could be the head of a family, you know, a male figure. Okay, so this could be a father, grandfather, uncle, a brother, you feel me, a husband. Yeah. Yeah, whatever they did, in order for them to look, you know, like they were you, basically. And I don't know. Maybe they tried to look like you. Maybe they tried to dress like you and wear their hair and shit or whatever. If it was a man, they were trying to emulate your energy. They stole something from you. If it was a woman, if it was a, I don't know who it was. It was a Page of Pentacles. All right, that could be an Earth sign. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is somebody you could have been married to with the four wands and the Chariot in reverse. This shit didn't work. It didn't go forward. Mm-hmm. Something about some money though, and now somebody's being accused of something. You know, yeah, they wanted to take control. They wanted it for themselves. Somebody could have a bald head and a goatee. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, you. Yeah, They left you in ruins. They left you poor, in the poorhouse. I heard. Mm. That's what somebody wanted. What's going on here, Spirit? Yep, this is your ex-lover, somebody that you did not. Yeah, with the Chariot in reverse, because and then with the Two of Swords, it's like you know, you made a decision not to deal with this person anymore because you. So I don't know. Listen, Linda, listen. Yeah, this Page of Pentacles, they made a decision not to do whatever they were supposed to do. I'm hearing moral responsibility. All right, it was a moral responsibility. Love is in reverse, Chariot in reverse. Somebody did this because you rejected them. They felt rejected by you. That's what it is as a lover. I don't know whether this was sexually. I don't know if this was commitment wise. But this is somebody that felt rejected to. This is somebody that is used to having control of people, places, and things around them. Everybody got to do it my way. In order to get any grain out of the storehouse, everybody has to. This is like a what's his name? Pharaoh kind of energy. You hear me? Very smug. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Very smug, very controlling kind of energy. They got all these fucking rules about how to do shit and when to do shit, and you know, and they try to cloak themselves as somebody that's very, you know, a good person. I'm really a good person. I'm really not a bad person. Yeah, the fuck you are. You're greedy and you're selfish. And when people don't, ooh, wee, Lord, that reminded me of somebody, the head, HBIC. All right, I'm just going to leave it there. All right, the moon in reverse. Yeah, they wanted to keep something hidden. That's really what's going on. They don't want people to know that the reason that, you know, they did what they did was because you rejected them. Yeah, listen. Empress in reverse. Yes, sir. Page of Swords in reverse. Yes, sir. Listen. They wanted people to think that you were unworthy of them. This is somebody, let me tell you. This Page of Swords in reverse. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, because you rejected them, this person tried to destroy you. Uh-huh. Especially if you're Empress, if you're a strong individual, you can carry your own fucking weight. Lord, listen. This person tried to make you out to be, if oh Lord, if you got children, and this could be a child that was supposed to tell you something, bring you something, share something, some kind of communication with you, and it was around some pentacles, and they did not. This could even be your own child. They tried to make it like you were a bad parent, you were a bad mother. Somebody wanted you to struggle. They wanted you to look like you were not the type of person that could carry your own weight. That you were the reason that the relationship didn't work. You weren't the kind of person that knew how to, take care of a home and shit like that. You didn't know how to take care of your kids and shit. Spirit, don't you? I heard they said you was a drug addict and a prostitute. Yep, that's what I heard. Page of Cups in reverse. Because you rejected them. Ace of Cups in reverse. I can't make it up. Because you fucking rejected them. You no longer felt unconditional love for this person. You were not offering your cup to this person anymore. You didn't, This person was fake anyway. Four of Pentacles, this was somebody that's greedy. This is a fucking pirate. Don't let this person get on your ship. Don't let this person in your energy, nigga. This is somebody that likes to get on people's ships and then try to steal what's theirs. Try to claim what's theirs. Yeah. Ace of Wands, I can't make it up. Look, Queen of Swords, you telling the truth, sis. Somebody wears a mask. And what's going on? Why you holding on to your belt like that, son? I don't know. I'm going to say what I say. This is somebody that's undercover, likes the same sex. Thank you, Spirit. Listen. That's what I heard. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. If you ever see this person, they like to keep their face clean shaven. This could even be an older person. They like to keep their face as clean as possible so they can look younger. This is somebody that that's like some kind of secret sign. I have no child. God, why I gotta look it up? Spirit's trying to, somebody finna get exposed. Ooh, Lord, why I gotta be me? Okay. What are some secret hand gestures that let other people know your sexuality? Discuss the idea of secret hand gestures, symbols used to subtly communicate sexual orientation. It's important to understand that many of these are not universally recognized. Nonverbal cues like posture, vocal cues, and eye contact can be interpreted. Intentional communication. Let me see. Example discuss. Okay. Ooh. Listen. Examples of discussed symbols and gestures historical potential. Green carnation, historically associated with gay men, popular by Oscar Wilde. The color violet, historically associated with lesbians, possibly referred to in ancient Greek poetry. Lambda, the Greek letter L, okay? Pink triangles, used in Nazi concentration camps to identify gay men. Wow. Black triangles. Biangles and bisexual flags, double moon symbols, ace rings, arrow ring, a black ring worn on the right middle finger. A black ring. Oh, wow. Damn. I seen that shit. Oh, my God. Wait a minute now. All right. Ace ring, a black ring worn on the right middle finger. Jesus. To signify asexuality. An arrow ring, a white ring worn on the left middle finger to signify being on the aromatic spectrum. I have no idea what this stuff means. All right. But anyway, that's just what the energy spirit showed me. It's like I don't know, it's giving me hand signs, like gang signs and shit, but that's what this is giving, but it's down at his waist. Man, you gotta know the shit like that, man. I do. So y'all take it how it resonates. It's down at his waist, you watch, there's something there. People, you can study stuff like that, and I don't know, I'm always drawn to those things because they signify things. What is this? This is the Three of Pentacles in reverse, something that was supposed to share with you. It was in the reverse. They want to keep that shit hidden. Something that, yep, the world, look at that. Yeah. Knight of Cups, Five of Wands. Yeah, this is somebody that's very immature. This person has not grown up, all right? If this is an older person, they're very fucking immature. They have not grown up. It's like somebody's growth was stunted at somewhere around high school, maybe. Okay? Something happened that stopped this person from growing. This person is very conflicted. This person creates a lot of chaos. Listen, because you are the Queen of Cups. I'm telling you. Yeah, this is somebody that knows that you're a very loving and caring person, and they wanted to take something from you. They did not want you to be appealing. They did not want you to they didn't want to look like they fucked up. Ooh, talk about it. They didn't want to look like they messed up. I don't know what they did. But, if you're a very loving and nurturing and caring person, you don't want somebody trying to control you. This is somebody that was intimidated by you. They was intimidated by your energy. It's like people flock to you. The animals come to you. You nurture shit. You grow shit. You plants and shit like that. You are very la 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 la. I'm looking at Smurfs and shit, right? I see like Smurfette, and you know how Smurfette is, right? She's really sweet and shit, but don't fuck with her, right? Don't that little blue Smurf, right? Can turn into a monster, right? Just like anybody can. And somebody wanted it, because you rejected them, especially their sexual innuendos. Cause wow. Yeah, somebody had a lot of sexual attraction towards you as well. Yeah, you could be very beautiful, Somebody knew, right? There was something that was supposed to be given to you, shared with you. Look at the star on the bottom of the deck, and I didn't even see it. Something was supposed to be given to you. You're a healer. You're the mother. You give life. Ten of Cups, listen. Somebody tried to, Knight of Wands. They did something very reckless, very impulsive. Page of Wands in reverse, and made a decision. Yep, to keep it to themselves. Look at that in reverse. Ooh-wee, Four of Cups. And what's behind that? The fucking Tower. This person could have also interfered in other relationships with you. Okay? They could have tried to take, end your relationships. They want, this Nine of Cups energy is somebody that's grounded, self-sufficient. They can take care of themselves, They love themselves. They, pretty balanced kind of energy. They probably just don't have, this is somebody single. This is somebody that wanted you to look like the reason you didn't have anybody around you was because you were not a productive member of society. Come on, Spirit. You were not someone that anybody should hold in a high standard, right? That had any kind of moral or morals or integrity about yourself. That's what they tried to say. That's why they decided not to fuck with you, right? Ooh, I heard that's why they decided to take their kids from you. This is somebody that tried to break you. This is somebody that tried to get you fucking in line, and when you wouldn't get in line with what they fucking want or how they wanted shit. This is also somebody that felt beneath you, and you would do things to make this person look like they look small or in their head. You hear me? This is always somebody that always tried to belittle you because they were afraid of you. They were afraid of your power. They were afraid that people would not see them as the the emperor. You know, this is somebody that probably, surrounded themselves with a lot of lower vibrational people. They actually, let me tell you like this, they surrounded themselves with a lot of smart people, but they tried to they broke these people's spirits, right? They would always have these people do, humiliating things for them in order to get their assistance, their support. You hear me? These are people that were afraid that if they didn't get in the line, or some of them are just fucking selfish and didn't mind, sacrificing a little bit of themselves or their integrity to get something from this person. You know what? Man, listen. Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Somebody did something very impulsive. They did not bring you the message of something that was supposed to be shared with you. Okay? Nine of Cups. This is somebody that felt like if you didn't have the support or the finances, right, the Hierophant, God said, yeah, listen, you ain't in charge here. Look, there go 4 wands again behind the Hierophant. Not in this house. This is the destiny maker. Somebody tried to guide your destiny, the way they wanted it to end. Oh wow. They wanted your story to end the way they wanted it to fucking end. You know what I'm saying? Not the way God was gonna make it end, right? This is somebody that's controlling in everybody's. This is a loud motherfucker. Ooh, I heard somebody yelling. This is a loud, especially when they don't get what they fucking want. When people, like hit, push back, that don't make, oppressive energy, very oppressive energy. What is going on here? Queen of Swords. I am not lying. I am not lying. Some of you can look young for your age. You're very humble. It's like with you have a peacock, so you're very beautiful. You're very beautiful. You're very smart. You have a iron crown on your head. So that's and with that aquamarine, that's like very intuitive, and the iron represents communication and strength, right, and wisdom. And with the peacock there and the sword, it's like you know how to keep yourself in check. You know how you look. You know what I'm saying? But you got that in check. You got the sword on it. Like you stay humble. You understand. You recognize your beauty, but you keep it humble, and you speak the truth. Right? You probably don't even wear makeup. Thank you, Spirit. 10 of Cups in reverse. Somebody tried to take that from you, baby. Yes, they did. But listen, won't he do it? God seen otherwise. You work for the Almighty. You work for the army of the Lord. You're a soldier, baby. Look at that. Look at that. And very humble one at that. Come on, Spirit. Yeah, victory is here. That King of Pentacles. Look at this. Look. Somebody losing now. Now somebody's losing their finances. Somebody's losing their credibility. People don't respect this person like they used to. They're starting to see this person's flaws. Somebody could have strong Aries or Capricorn. Somebody, this is a knight. I'm sorry. Yeah, but it don't matter. Knight, a king, it don't matter. It don't matter. The energy is the energy. This person could have Aries. Ooh, Knight of Pentacles. This is what I heard. This could be the sun. Because the knight is right under the king. That's the prince. Something out about a bear. Let's see. What's the Chinese zodiac sign for bear? Who's the bear? How do I find that out? Let me see. What's the spiritual energy of bears? Strength, self-knowledge, healing, and protection. So in the reverse, so this could be somebody that think they know everything, but they don't know shit. Unhealed energy. They think they got a false sense of security about them. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody's got a false sense of security. What else? Self-knowledge. Yeah, this is somebody that think they know everything. But you're a prince, so you have not even, got into king status, let alone emperor status. You got to go through all four kings. You only know about money. You don't know about love. You don't know about your emotions. Listen, because you got your head covered. You're bullheaded. You don't listen. I heard that. Right? You don't listen. What's going on here? Five of cups. Somebody's heartbroken. Heartbroken. This could be you, collective. I'm picking up, this is your energy, collective. Something could have really, really broke your heart, And it was because of this action that someone took after that emperor. The action that emperor took to control your environment, and then ultimately it will be controlling your destiny, right? Where you end up, right? But see, like we already know, Ten of Cups in reverse and the Five of Cups. Yeah, you listen. The Magician in the reverse. This is backfiring on somebody. Whatever they did, this is backfiring on somebody. Three of Wands. Some of you guys could be moving away or relocating. All right. With this energy, you got the victory because God gave you the victory, right? Because God, God said, sit still and watch the enemy fall on themselves, fall on their own souls. You don't have to pick up a finger. This is like when you have, it's just you, you know what I'm saying? You and your kids, and then you got the whole rest of your family coming to attack you and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is God saying, and you staying in prayer, baby, because I see it. You're one of God's chosen. And, and God saying, keep yourself tempered. Don't react. Don't get out of character. Recognize your position. Judgment is mine, right? This is what I'm telling you, to move like this or move like that. Sit still and watch the enemy fall on itself. All right, that's what you did. That's what happened, and that's what is happening. You are relocating. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I heard a series of unfortunate events is happening. Oh, child, listen. A series of unfortunate events is happening at this time. What's all this? Listen, somebody having to move away from something that I feel like you moved away to calmer waters, even though you didn't know what was going on, because that's how God moved you. You didn't see, it was like you being told to do something and not knowing, not knowing what's ahead, or you know what I'm saying? Or you being led somewhere, but you don't know where the destination is, or you don't know why. You just know that you had to navigate a whole lot of swords and accusations and a lot of gossip with the Sun in reverse. What else is going on here? The Three of Cups. The World in reverse. The Knight of Cups. Five of Wands. Excuse me. With the Sun in reverse and the Three of Cups. You see those Three of Cups that you lost here? They celebrated. They celebrated. Wow, I feel like with the sun in reverse, you having to move away to calmer waters, right? You having to let go of relationships or broken relationships in your relationships that you were devastated by, right? Child, from what this is saying to me, they played a part in this. And with the sun being in reverse, this is you not understanding. This is you not understanding, not seeing why you have to move away from these relationships. It's because they were a part of the deception. They were a part of the deception. That's what's hidden. That's what was hidden from you. That's why when you leave with the Six of Swords, on most tarot cards, the swords are pointing down. These are still up. These are still issues. These are still, thoughts and communications and things going on. You had to move. You had to leave without having answers, right? Without understanding the whys. Feeling heartbroken because of these attachments. These were very important relationships, right? But behind the scenes, which is something that you didn't know, was these relationships were the ones that were gathering together to celebrate your pain, your rejection, your if you want to call it a downfall, I call it a time in your life where you have to really look at what you're doing, to create the environment that you're in, and then where you have to learn how to separate what's yours from what somebody else's, and that's where that Five of Cups energy comes in. It's like you know what yours is, but you don't understand why theirs is like that. You know what I'm saying? Or why they're behaving that way. You understand? That kind of energy, and it hurts and it breaks your heart because it's like, I don't know why, but I have to let it be what it is for now with the sun in reverse. But that's coming to light with and you're gonna understand why God had to move you, out of this energy, without all the answers. Because behind the scenes, what's not seen, it was blocking your healing. And I feel like also, had you known what people were doing and saying behind your back to keep you from closing out a cycle, it may have distracted you, right? You may have wanted to retaliate, or it may have kept you, in a resentful energy or an angry energy or a lower vibrational energy. That's another reason why God didn't allow you to see what people were doing. Listen, I'm telling you, I can't make it up. This is why he didn't allow you to see what people were doing around you. And it may have made you feel like you were confused. You didn't know who to trust. What's all this? Why is all this happening? You know what I'm saying? And there was people coordinating, together to create this illusion for you. And not only did they coordinate to hurt you, to withhold nourishment to you, they also tried to poison the seeds that was around your garden. You hear me? So that nothing was growing around you either. That's really sad. Look, judgment in reverse. They wanted to dictate your destiny, where you would end up, how you would end up. Yes, they did. Eight of Swords, but baby, listen. It ain't what they think it is. Because what? Because you defended yourself. You defended your position. God has put you has elevated you to a place where all that nonsense can't even fucking reach you. You hear me? And then on top of that, your guardian angels was catching shit so it wouldn't even come towards you. You hear me? You are not bound. You are not imprisoned. You are not in a position of feeling like you don't know what to do, or imprisoned in your mind, or even in the physical. I heard some of them wanted you to be physically imprisoned. Yes, they did. Nine of Cups in reverse. They wanted you to be so, distraught and left out, that you would be out here doing reckless and lawless shit, that you would end up in jail or dead. You hear me? Come on, spirit. What's this? The High Priestess in reverse. Ooh-wee. Five of Wands. This is somebody that was... This could be somebody that was spiritual. All right? This could be somebody that was... Somebody practices spiritual energy work. She's in reverse. This is somebody that could be very spiritual, but the only energy that this person really, has any power is lower vibrational energy, because they have not elevated themselves. This is somebody that has spiritual gifts, but they use it to manipulate. They use it to deceive, because they themselves are unhealed. If that makes sense. They're not healed. They've had, probably childhood trauma and life traumas that, that they have allowed the resentment, the anger, the bitterness to overtake them, so that they become revengeful. And they use their gifts as get backs. This is somebody that could have become very good at doing that, because they've done it many times. I'm telling you, this is an unhealed energy. With the moon in reverse as well. Yeah. Yep. This is somebody that creates a lot of chaos. They created a lot of chaos for you. Queen of Cups. Out of all the energy, all this stuff, it's like, you still stayed in your position of love, caring, nurturing, and you never allowed, yourself to be boastful, I'm hearing, or to, I feel like you recognize your power, you recognize who you are, you recognize the law of attraction, I'm hearing. You give love, you get love, it comes back to you. Things are, you're in that energy. Something else I was going to say, but I don't think Spirit wanted me to say it, because I forgot. And I'm not going to go searching for it. Four of Swords in reverse. Conflict and confusion. Somebody wanted you to give up on life, give up on trying, surrender, death card, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, look at this Tower. What's going on here, Spirit? But that's not the case. That's not what's happening. All right, I'm just gonna say that. That's how you defeated this person, whoever this High Priestess in reverse is. You defeated this person. Yeah, you defeated this person, and they know you defeated them as well. Two of Cups in reverse. This doesn't have to be love. This could be friendship or relationship. This is somebody you don't have a relationship with anymore. Yep. So they wanted to take your relationships. Yep. Somebody you rejected. Yep. Listen, I'm telling you. Somebody you rejected. This is all they thought about. This is all they thought about. All the time is how can they destroy what's yours. Listen, Two of Wands, no options. Let me get something else for y'all. I was getting ready to say, let's clean this up. Let's clean this up. Let's get some kipper here. Let's clean this up. Spirit said this is about to be cleaned up. Look. Yeah, Spirit said this is about to be cleaned up. Things are about to be cleaned up, yep. And you're going to be you're going to be just as you are in your Queen of Cups energy. I heard, I hate nothing about you. Real love. Somebody wanted you to think that they wanted you to feel like that because you were losing or being rejected or whatever they was trying to concoct. They wanted to make you feel like you was making the wrong decisions. Ain't that something? Somebody wanted to make you look like you made the wrong choice. Spirit said he let them parade around for a little while. Parade around, right, in their costumes for a little while. Shit. Oh, he said he let them parade around in their costumes for a little while. Now the masks are coming off. Yeah. Look, they stayed out way past midnight. Yeah, that's what they did. Yep, Cinderella stayed out way past midnight. They disobeyed. They disobeyed. Yes, they did. They disobeyed. And they worried. They disobeyed. 33 could be significant. Listen. 10:10 because it's 10:10 on the clock. Lord have mercy. I never even noticed it was 10:10 on the clock. Somebody know time's up. Oh, yes they do. Yes they do. Listen. Somebody know. I'm telling you. 7 could be significant. Oh, yes. Somebody knows. Yes, that bill's coming in. Time to pay the piper. 33. 7:33. So, I don't know why what's funny to me, right? Is somebody got their hand like they looking at their watch, but they ain't got no damn watch on. So somebody could bite their fingernails when they get stressed or worried. They do that. Ooh shit. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. That paperwork, baby. Something about that paperwork wasn't right. Something about that paperwork was false. Something about that paperwork is coming back to life. Could no longer be hidden. Somebody somebody know it's a matter of time before that shit's found out. Let's see what's going on here, Spirit. What's going on? False statements, false information, false dates, false signatures. It's false. I contest that this is true. Under penalty of law. Ooh, somebody could have lied about your health. Somebody could be sick. Somebody could have lied about some documentation about somebody's health. I'm hearing like proxy information or power of attorney. Yeah, something like that, right? Some kind of, list, enamored. People love you. You're a very loving and kind spirit. Yeah, this is like some kind of power of attorney or, somebody having control over somebody's finances because they're incapacitated or some shit like that. Ooh wee. What y'all done did out here in these streets? Somebody could have said you couldn't take care of yourself. And how much they really care about you and They just want to make sure that you have the right, everything that you need. They could have said that you was in some kind of accident or something. You ain't the same that way you used to be. That they needed to help you, that you was incapacitated. Something about emergency room or some shit like that. Child, what's going on? Abuse. Look at this shit. Block. This is somebody that used to abuse you. This is somebody that could have physically hit you before. Yeah, somebody, you could have a restraining order against this person. All right? But this person is blocked from you. All right? You could have got a restraining order or something. This person could have put you in the hospital. It's something about abuse. 54, 45, 8, 63, 36, 31, 30, 13. Somebody that you really, really cared about, really abused you. This is somebody that you really had a lot of love for, like a real innocent kind of love. They abused you. Yeah, this person is blocked from your energy. What's that, spirit? Rich guy. Please help. There could be a message coming. Somebody thought they was gonna somebody thought they was gonna be fucking rich. Somebody thought that they was gonna be living off of your money, man. They gold chains and nice watches. Cause I told you this motherfucker ain't got on no watch right now. This is somebody that thought that when shit came afterwards, they was gonna be this. This is what the fuck they thought. So they forged some documents. They lied. Yeah. Help. 10. Divination. Somebody could have got a reading. Yeah, they did. Somebody when they got a fucking reading. Look at the watch. It's something about fucking watches. It's something about somebody has a fetish for fucking watches. Because it's like they ain't got one now. But in all their thoughts and all their fucking wishes, they got on these damn watches. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Something about watches. That's what spirit's calling to my attention. Somebody likes watches. Somebody likes jewelry. It's definitely about somebody's outward appearance. It's something about the color green. Somebody could like the color green. They definitely like money. I can tell you that. There's somebody that's ruled by money. Money rules everything in this person's life. Money means everything to this person. I feel like this is what they was expecting. Yeah, to get the fruit of your fucking labor. Wow, somebody could have really tried to like take over your finances, control of your finances in some way, shape, or form. Occupation. They could have had a doctor sign some paperwork. They could know somebody in a field. They could even fucking pretend to be the damn doctor. Community here and the courthouse. Somebody going to jail. There could be a doctor that, wow, I'm hearing a doctor that's done this to a lot of people. This person could have stolen a lot of people's financial stability, by taking bribes and doing false documentation. They could have even been stealing people's fucking money. Right? Come on, spirit. What's going on here? Somebody got legal issues. This could be something that's going to court or could be in court. Cause somebody getting a letter I heard that paperwork was rejected. That's what it is. That paperwork was rejected. Those were falsified documents. Somebody's finding that shit out. Yep. Now somebody trying to act sick, pretend they sick. That's what it is. Somebody trying to pretend they sick and shit. Yeah, because of the abuse that they did to somebody that they know they shouldn't have did that shit to. Listen. Manifestation, yes. You're a good person. Somebody want to act like they fucking sick because they try to do this to an earth angel, to somebody that didn't deserve it. Listen, I'm telling you. because they was jealous of you. That's all it was. Just because you rejected them. Ain't that how we started this? Because you rejected them. So they decided they were going to, try to take everything that you worked so hard for from you. Ice King. An entity attachment. I can't make it up. Could be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Somebody had an entity. Yeah, the demon. You know why? Look, Spirit finna show you why. Because they was out here planning this shit. This is why. That shit's coming back on somebody. Somebody wanted to be king. I just want to be king. That's it. We got divine masculine on the bottom of the deck. What's that? Pathway. Ritual. Listen, this is somebody that did not want to do the work. This is somebody that uses materialistic shit. They could be into spell work. They definitely got a reading on you. They definitely deal with people that do deal with divination if they don't do it themselves. All right? They do. They thought that this was going to be their pathway to being seen as a divine fucking masculine. You hear me? They wanted to take the shortcut. That ain't finna happen. And they was willing to steal it from you to get it. You hear me? But listen. Your faith. And your gift. They was jealous of your gift, baby. Listen, you gifted. I already told you that from the gate. Somebody was jealous of your gift. Your priesthood, that's what I heard, because that's a high priest in reverse. You're a high priest in the upright. Yes, that's what this is about. That's what this is about. We all have gifts. We all do, and everybody knows. And there's a lot of people, even in they lower vibration, they know what they got gifts. They know that. You know what I'm saying? And they use it. That's how they get along down there. When I was down there, I used my gifts to get along down there. What the fuck? Y'all traveling, y'all moving, you manifesting this to an ending. There goes another 10. Somebody mad about it. Somebody mad. Somebody could be going to jail. I'm telling you, somebody's pissed about this. It didn't go in their favor because it was unfair in the beginning. It was unjust. And then you brought other people in on it. All because, you felt intimidated and overshadowed by this person's energy. Right? Instead of working together, you know what I mean, and elevate your own, by becoming a little wiser and doing a little work on yourself, we decided you was going to tear down somebody that did put in the work to overcome their shortcomings and obstacles. You understand? Look, awakening. I can't make it up. There it is. Yes, there it is. You listen, achievement, and something trying to come out behind it. There's a love offer coming. Ooh. And they know because they spy and they watch you. They obsessed with watching you. They got other people watching you too to try to see what's going on. This is somebody that attaches themselves to people that know you so they can get information about you. Could even be they could be even using a child to manipulating the child to come back and tell them what's going on with you because they obsessed with you. You hear me? All right, I'm gonna end that here. Look at that. I didn't mean to go that long. Hey, I wasn't doing nothing else. Spirit, what is the advice for my collective? What's the advice for the collective, please? Thank you. All right. No, a full sentence, right? No, you said no. You know what punctuates that sentence? Action. We spend so much time explaining our boundaries that we forget to just have a fucking boundary, right? Say no and quit participating in what you said no to. Remove yourself from the situation if you have to. Be your own boundary. And that's for y'all collective because, everybody's an op. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all.